fellow RC addicts, enthusiasts, and just people looking to see some cool things. Bear down here with you. I've got the Infraction V2. The last time we took it out, we got it up to 62 miles an hour. That was completely stock on the stock Hoon whites. The ESC was on punch level 4 of 9. We had the motor on the stock timing, which I believe is 22.75. Don't quote me on that. I'll get back to you. We turned it up to the 26.25 timing. We're running the same 50C batteries. I went through my Hoon silver or my Hoon whites in the parking lot. So these are the Hoon silvers. I also have a set of GRP, the S7 compounds. But for today, I think we're just going to see if turning the punch level up and if turning the timing up gets us any extra mile per hour on the top speed. I hope you guys enjoy. So we got it up to 64, so we got 2 mile an hour added onto the top speed. So I still have the stock bashing gear. They're just the Hoons. So that is just turning the punch level up. I don't imagine turning the punch level up is actually going to give me much top speed. I think that's more in the added RPM on the top end with the advanced in the timing. I'm going to try to, I've been doing about half pulls here. I'm going to try to see if we can't get a couple more mile an hour on top of that. Oops. Well, let's hope I didn't break anything. The walk of shame. That's one thing you need to be careful about with turning the timing up on these motors, is it's almost like putting a taller pinion on. So it will overheat your electronics more. You don't want to be bashing if you're going to be turning the timing up. If you're going to do a lot of heavy bashing, I would actually recommend going in there from what they have from factory and turning it down a little bit. It'll give you a little bit more battery time and it'll help keep your electronics cooler. But if you're just gonna be making a couple of speed runs, then go ahead and turn that bad boy up. The Spectrum Smart 100C. We just did the 64 mile an hour, which was 2 mile an hour faster than the stock timing was set on the ESC for the motor. So we're going to see if we can't get another mile or two out of the stock motor and gearing and all that, because I'm still on the stock bash gearing. So we'll see if the C just gives you a little more acceleration and punch, or if it actually gives you any top end. Really not too much more we can do for the speed out of the stock gearing and stock electronics, and we could mess with suspension a little bit. So we could maybe put some wheel arches or something in here, maybe try to get some better aero, but I'm not really interested in just going for top speed with this. Still want to keep it for bashing and street bashing and a little bit of fun with speed runs. I forgot I was that close to the end of the road. Oh, we got 1 more mile an hour. 65. Let's see if we can get her up to 66. Just like that, we were down to half battery. Well, 65, folks, that's all we got. So We've got 3 miles an hour on top of what we pulled it out of the box just by running 100C batteries, turning the motor timing up and turning the punch level up. Probably should have done that individually. We might do a video doing that, but I think most of that has to do with the motor timing. Like I said before, I'm pretty sure that turning the punch level up just kind of gets your tires to spin a little faster and a little bit more fun. Okay, so I'm currently taking the walk of shame. I turned the AVC up on the controller, that last launch in front of this camera, and as I was picking up speed, I turned the AVC down so I didn't get the speed wiggles. Well, instead of easing onto the throttle on my run back, kind of just juiced it all at once, lost the rear end, and the car went flying out into the field. So we are doing the walk of shame, and hopefully there's no broken parts. All right, so the car started coming down my speed run over here. I gunned it, back end washed out, came up down into the ditch here, front end dug in, flipped over this little bush right here, landed right here upside down, and then somehow my GPS was laying, which is why I put the bright color on so it's easy to find, but it was laying in between there and over here, sitting right here. So, a little helpful hint. After the first time I went flying off of one of my trucks and I was having trouble finding it, I was like, I'm gonna put something to help me find that a little easier on there. Not seeing any damage. Arrma tough, baby. Steering trim was set a little too fast. Not even hitting the throttle. My batteries are going down. Alright everyone, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and click that like button, and for more content like it loaded every day, hit the subscribe button. If you don't do either of those, at least go out and have some RC fun, folks.